What is it going on, guys? This is Rusty Old Bad Major 122 and welcome back to our review of the Star Wars Synthite 038 Jedi Interceptor set from 2014. This set is recommended for ages 7 to 12 and comes with 2 main figures, those being Anakin Skywalker and R2-D2 of course. This is an awesome set based off Revenge of the Sith, so let's just dive straight into the review right now. Beginning with the minifigures, and of course, straight off the bat, first of all, I'm going to have to begin with Anakin Skywalker himself in his Revenge of the Sith pilot outfit, because he does have this kind of microphone thing in which you can go and talk to R2-D2 when he's piloting the Jedi Interceptor, and he does have this kind of stern face printed on to that face piece that does have the pilot mold, that does have the kind of pilot helmet as well, and his other alternative face, it does also have the kind of pilot thing. I'm not sure exactly what you call it, but this other face, it does have that kind of smiley face as well. He does come with his kind of typical Anakin Skywalker brown hairpiece in a kind of darker brown this time to kind of mark his appearance in Revenge of the Sith or the Little Moore's animated series. He does come with his just typical light blue lightsaber, and if I take that away, you can see he has one kind of pale hand and one black hand. This is his robotic hand, and this is just his normal hand. Then just there is robes. It's just pretty much a traditional Jedi robot piece, though he does have some kind of brown designs there on the kind of black robe, and you can see a few of the kind of lines and crinkles in the robe. There he does have this belt which comes with a little bit of detail there. He does a bit of hip printing which is pretty cool, and then a bit of kind of black printing on the legs as well. If we spin him over to the other side, you can see the printing. It does continue over to the back on this minifigure, and then you get a better look at kind of the other side of his hairpiece, and yeah, there is pretty much Anakin Skywalker. This is R2-D2, who is new when the set came out back in 2014, and the new thing pretty much about him was the kind of metallic headpiece and kind of some more kind of metallic printing on R2-D2, but it's pretty much just the same printing as the 2012 version. Nice printing on the front, and then nice printing on the head, and the head printing does go around at 360 degrees, though there's no back printing. They bother to do back head printing, there's no back printing on it. That's the kind of my major one complaint about this R2-D2 minifigure, in which I always point out. But I'm wondering why they do back head printing if they don't do back torso printing. It just really confuses me. So I really hope they do that in an update to the R2-D2 minifigure soon. But yeah, that's pretty much R2-D2, and that's all I've got to say about it. So here is the main build, and in fact the only build of the set, Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, which is a pretty cool build. It does have a bunch of stickers on it, but we'll get into that in a second. So we'll begin here with the cockpit, which does lift off. You just lift up like that. Sometimes this kind of windshield piece comes with it. I'm not sure if it's meant to, but I don't think it does, and it does kind of, you do kind of flip it in with that one stud on the windshield there. Then opening up, you can see there's a sticker with some kind of control panel detailing. I would have loved if they give you a kind of double cheese slope piece with this, with some better printed control panels than just a flat piece, though that works. I would have liked it a bit more 3D though. There's a few little clips in the back which are meant to store Anakin's lightsaber. One clip there for his handle, and another clip there for his blade, so technically that would cut him while he's in the vehicle, but oh well. And then you can go and take Anakin, of course, and go and place him in those two studs there. He just fits in there just nicely, and then of course with those things in it, you can. And as I was saying before, my phone ran out of storage space and it kind of just cut me off. This can close pretty nicely with Anakin in and the lightsabers in there. You do feel as if it's kind of in place when you push it down there. Moving over to the back so we can get a better look at kind of the way this moves up and down. It's just kind of done like that. If you want to see that, there's some Technic pins and stuff there. And then you also get the back of the tail, the tail of the spring load shooters, and you also get some kind of engine pieces which kind of go around there. Those are pretty cool. I really like the way the engines look, and I think they do capture kind of the back of this vehicle pretty perfectly. Moving around to the side before I show you the spring load shooters, which I will in a second. Then we do get around to the side, which is pretty much the same as the other side. The other side, it's a little space for R2-D2 in it. So if we lift these flaps up, all four sides of this vehicle kind of does have the flaps, and these flaps do have a sticker on it. The other side, they don't have the sticker on this side, like the newer version of this set or the Obi-Wan's version of this set, which came out in 2016. But they do have the sticker on this side. It's the same sticker on them all, and you can take a look at my bad sticker applications there if you care. Then opening this up, there is a little bit of a kind of hole space in there. Nothing really hugely to do with that, just kind of capturing the design of the vehicle. And then there's another sticker there, another bad sticker application, and that's just kind of a Republic symbol there. Then you can go in and close those back up, of course, or you can open them up. It's up to you. And then moving it further along here, you can see there's a bit of a kind of fake gun because it doesn't actually shoot. They do have a bit of the kind of gun detailing there. The spring load shooter is under there though, and that's the thing that actually shoots. And then you do have some more kind of gun detailing coming on this side, and then coming round here you do have pretty much the exact same. We do have a little Republic logo piece there, a little printed piece with a Republic logo. That's good, that's a printed piece, because then that's not a sticker, in which I muck up as I stall it because I cannot find R2-D2. And now with Find R2-D2, you can just take him and you just go and push him in at this kind of hole here. He does it just thin there pretty perfectly with his kind of bottom stud there. And there's one stud there, and then you just go and place him in there pretty perfectly. And then if we take a look at the bottom, you can see his legs are sticking out there, and they can move up and down there. So it's not perfect, though it does do the job. And then you also get pretty much the exact same design you get on this side, though there is no space for R2-D2 to go in, of course, on that side. Now let's go and do the spring-load shooter demo that you've been waiting for. Spring-load shooters, if you don't know how they work now, they're pretty much just a case of you hit the tail and they go and they fire and you lose them all. This was a new feature at the time, as you can tell on the box, when this set did come out in 2014, though it has been used on pretty much every LEGO Star Wars set since then, so there's not really a huge amount to note anymore, though you do get them, and you do, of course, as always, get a spare one in the set. Now onto the section of my reviews in which nobody cares for, so I'm going to make it really quick this time. This is just a look for the manual. It's got nice and easy to use LEGO instructions, then there's some adverts to the back with all the other 2014 Revenge of the Setup, plus some other Imperial sets and stuff. And then there's, I believe, a minifigure checklist, or no, there isn't a minifigure checklist. There's just a bunch of the parts that you get in the set. No minifigure checklist in this book, apparently. There you go, very quick. Also, here's the box, if you care. So overall, guys, I do think this is a pretty cool set, which I do recommend. It comes with two pretty cool minifigures. R2-D2 is now non-exclusive, and Anakin Skywalker, who I believe is still exclusive in this variant to this day. Then it comes with a pretty cool ship, and this iconic ship. That's pretty cool, and yeah, it's a pretty cool set, guys. So yeah, there's pretty much wrapping up my review of the set. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any more of my future LEGO videos, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Tell me your thoughts on this set in the comment section down below. Did you buy it back in 2014? I'm sure they didn't buy it back in 2014. Could probably find it around on eBay for the same price today if you do some searching, guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you back in that way. There he is, shortly. Bye. Now on to the section of my reviews in which nobody cares for, and which is where I take a look through the manual of the book. So I'm just the manual of the book, the manual of the set, Ross. Bleep, 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 bleep. That's my R2-D2 impression.